The year was 1993. Nigeria was a place of hopeful whispers and anxious breaths. Chief MKO Abiola, a man whose name resonated with many, sat for a television interview. This was not just any conversation. It was a moment captured in time, a chance to hear from a figure who inspired millions. The air in the studio must have been thick with anticipation. People wanted to understand the man who spoke of a better future. They wanted to know the heart behind the familiar smiling face. This interview became a window into his thoughts, his beliefs, and the principles that guided his remarkable life journey, offering lessons that still speak to us today. Chief Abiola spoke with a calm confidence. His words were measured, yet they carried great weight. He did not use complicated language. Instead, he spoke directly from his experience, from his heart. The reporter asked him questions about his life, his success, and his ideas for the nation. Abiola listened carefully to each question. He answered thoughtfully, often with a gentle smile. His presence was powerful, not because of loudness, but because of the quiet strength he showed. He made complex ideas seem simple, accessible to everyone listening, whether they were scholars or market women, young students or old farmers looking for a sign of hope. One particular part of the interview stood out. It was when the conversation turned towards wealth. In a society where riches were often displayed, Abiola's perspective was refreshingly different. He did not shy away from talking about his own success, but he framed it in a way that was not about personal glory alone. He spoke of wealth not as a destination, but as a tool, a resource. This was a profound statement, especially during a time when many faced economic hardship. His words offered a different way to think about money and its purpose in our lives and in the wider community around us, challenging conventional notions. That 1993 interview remains a powerful reminder. It reminds us of Abiola's vision. It reminds us of his deep understanding of human needs and aspirations. The lessons from that conversation are not confined to the past. They're very relevant now as we navigate our own difficult times. His words offer a compass, guiding us on how to approach our struggles and our successes. He showed that true wealth is not just what you have, but what you do with what you have. This enduring message continues to inspire and provoke thought for new generations seeking guidance. Chief Abiola shared a profound truth in that memorable 1993 interview. He said something like, "Wealth is like a river. If you block its flow, it becomes stagnant and dirty. But if you allow it to flow, it remains fresh and benefits many." This simple yet powerful analogy captures the essence of his philosophy on wealth. He believed that money was not meant to be hoarded, locked away like a forgotten treasure. Instead, it was meant to circulate, to touch lives, to create opportunities, and to bring refreshment to communities. This idea was revolutionary for many who saw wealth primarily as a personal achievement to be closely guarded. This idea of wealth as a flowing river is beautiful. Imagine a mighty river. It brings life wherever it goes. It waters the fields, allowing crops to grow. It provides water for people and animals. It carves paths through landscapes, connecting different places. Abiola saw wealth in the same way. When shared, when used generously, wealth could nourish communities. It could support education, build infrastructure, and help those in need. It was not about diminishing one's own resources, but about enriching the entire ecosystem. This perspective encourages a sense of responsibility that comes with financial success, a duty to contribute. Abiola's stance on generosity was deeply connected to this belief. For him, giving was not an afterthought. It was an integral part of having wealth. It was the natural course of the river. He understood that keeping wealth to oneself was like building a dam that stops the river's flow. The water behind the dam might seem impressive for a while, but eventually it becomes still, loses its vitality, and benefits no one downstream. True value, he taught, came from letting the resources reach others to help them grow and prosper, creating a cycle of positive impact far beyond the individual. This philosophy challenges the idea that success is only about personal accumulation. Abiola showed that true wealth carries a responsibility. It is a responsibility to look beyond oneself, to see the needs of others. His words from 1993 encourage us to think about how we can be channels for good, no matter how big or small our own rivers might be. It is a call to action, urging us to ensure that whatever resources we have, they flow outwards to make a positive difference in the lives of those around us, fostering a more equitable and supportive society for everyone. Chief MKO. Abiola did not just speak about sharing wealth, he lived it. His philanthropic efforts were vast and touched many lives across Nigeria and even beyond. He understood that true help was not just about giving people fish, but about teaching them how to fish. His focus was on empowerment. He believed in giving people the tools and opportunities they needed to improve their own lives. This approach had a lasting impact because it built capacity and fostered independence rather than creating a cycle of dependency. He saw potential in everyone and sought to unlock it through strategic support. Education was a cornerstone of Abiola's philanthropic vision. He knew that knowledge was power. He invested heavily in schools, universities, and scholarships. He built libraries and donated books. He wanted to ensure that young Nigerians, regardless of their background, had access to quality education. He believed that an educated populace was essential for the nation's progress. His contributions helped thousands of students achieve their dreams that might have otherwise been impossible. These investments were not just charitable acts. They were investments in the future of the nation, creating leaders and innovators. Beyond education, Abiola's generosity extended to community development. He supported the building of hospitals and clinics, bringing healthcare closer to the people. He funded water projects in rural areas, understanding that access to clean water was fundamental to health and well-being. He supported religious institutions of all faiths, promoting harmony and providing spaces for spiritual growth. His philanthropy was not limited to one sector, it was holistic, addressing the diverse needs of the communities he sought to serve. He often responded directly to appeals from ordinary people, showing a personal connection to their struggles. The essence of Abiola's approach was his belief in empowering others. He wanted people to stand on their own feet. He supported entrepreneurs and small businesses, knowing that this would create jobs and stimulate economic growth from the ground up. His philosophy was about creating a ripple effect. By helping one person, you could indirectly help their family and their community. This idea of giving a hand up rather than just a handout is a powerful lesson. It teaches us that the most meaningful generosity is that which enables others to build their own brighter futures, ensuring sustainable progress. Chief MKO. Abiola's journey was a testament to the power of hard work and unwavering determination. He was not born into riches. His beginnings were incredibly humble. He knew poverty firsthand, experiencing its harsh realities as a young boy. He once famously said, "He was the first child in my family not to die in infancy," a stark reminder of the difficult circumstances he overcame. This early life was not easy. It was filled with struggle, but it also forged in him a resilient spirit and a deep empathy for those who face similar challenges. These early experiences shaped his worldview profoundly. From a very young age, Abiola understood that education and hard work were his tickets out of poverty. He was a brilliant student, but his family could not always afford his school fees. He famously started a firewood business as a boy to pay for his education, showing early entrepreneurial spirit. He never shied away from difficult tasks. He seized every opportunity that came his way, no matter how small it seemed. His relentless pursuit of knowledge and his willingness to work tirelessly laid the foundation for his future success. He believed that circumstances did not define a person. Their response to those circumstances did. Abiola's rise in the business world was meteoric, but it was built on years of dedication. He excelled in his accounting career and then ventured into various businesses, from telecommunications to publishing and airlines. He had a sharp mind and a keen eye for opportunity. But more than that, he had an incredible work ethic. He believed in excellence and pursued it in all his endeavors. His success was not accidental. It was the result of strategic thinking, bold decisions, and an unwavering commitment to his goals. He showed that with vision and perseverance, one could indeed rise from dust to diamonds. Reflecting on Abiola's life, especially his journey from poverty to immense success and his philosophy of giving, offers profound guidance for our own lives. When we face tough times, it is easy to feel discouraged. But Abiola's story reminds us of the power within us. His commitment to hard work teaches us to persevere, to keep striving even when the path is difficult. His belief in empowering others encourages us to look beyond our own struggles and find ways to lift those around us, however small our contribution might seem. Adopting his philosophy, working diligently, sharing generously, and aiming to empower, can be a guiding light, helping us navigate our challenges with hope and purpose, creating a better future for ourselves and our communities.